What is going on, YouTube? PPS here, YouTube Play of the Daytime. We're coming at you guys. This is actually recorded at night. I'm recording this around 11 o'clock on my Friday here. I have a meeting early in the morning tomorrow, so we'll not be able to get out of YouTube Play of the Day, so I'm going to do it tonight. And I'll post it tonight so you guys are able to lock this in, because I think both of these lines are going to move on our player props here. I want to get right into it, guys. 8-4 on the season, college football spots. And want to make sure we keep this train rolling here. So let's get to it right away. First play is going to be Devin Neal. This is going to be on FanDuel. Sorry, my contacts are just being weird right now. I don't know why. Devin Neal, over 70.5 rushing yards, minus 114. And just so you guys can see it right now, this will be my second play, and it's Jamari Thrash, over 76.5. You can see that right there. So you guys can obviously see my lines here, because I do expect these to move. Devin Neal, over 70.5 rushing, facing off against Oklahoma. I do like this spot. I know Oklahoma has been beat on the ground earlier this year, obviously 133 to RJ Harvey of UCF. You go down the list here. They do have a leakier defense than I think people expect. You go even to last week, right? Obviously, I bet on Gordon last week. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I did post that. So Gordon did end up crushing his 90 line that I had. He ended up with, 160? So that was obviously awesome for me. We ended up cashing that one, and I'm going to go right back to the well. Neal has been fantastic this year in competitive games. If you go to the games that weren't competitive, like the Texas game, that really destroys his numbers there, where he only had 45 rushing yards. Every single game this year, outside of one, he has had at least a 20-yard run in. And in that game, he didn't have a 20-yard run. He still got to this number against Nevada with 17 carries. I think that they're going to have to lean on this run. Oklahoma plays at such a hyper speed, man. You're going to have to keep them off the field. I think they do it with Devin Neal, and I think they control the clock and have Devin Neal get to this number. Obviously, if you want to look at the whole year, he did miss last game against Oklahoma State. That game was an absolute barn burner. It was just going up and down the field throwing the ball. But outside of that one, he's only missed it one other time all year. And I believe that is 6 of 8. All right, guys, I'm going to Jamari Thrash here. This is of Louisville. He's facing off against Duke tomorrow. I just showed you that line on FanDuel, and that's where I am betting this one. You look at this line here. Jamari Thrash has been the absolute alpha male on this Louisville receiving corps. You look at these guys. He has 39 receptions. That makes up 30% of the completions for Jack Plummer. Duke. I think it really, I don't know, dude. They're if you look at their metrics and their numbers, they're actually not that bad against the pass, but they haven't faced anybody. Even last week, Jordan Travis spread the ball around. They were up. They put up 21 points in that fourth quarter. You look at Jordan Travis's numbers. He had 4 guys over 40 yards, 3 dudes over 50. That obviously will spread the ball around here. But when you have an alpha male like Thrash on this team, I don't think that you're really going to need to spread this ball around. I think he's going to win all of his matchups, whoever he gets. You look up and down this Duke team. I'm looking at all of their old matchups here, and none of them really scare me. Clemson, not a scary team. Not really worried about them much at all. You look at NC State. Notre Dame is really the only team that honestly this year hasn't looked terrible outside of Florida State. And Florida State, like I said, spread it around. But Notre Dame had a 130-yard receiver in that game. I think Thrash absolutely destroys this game. I'm actually probably going to ladder him up in this one as well. Decent total, nothing too crazy. We're seeing a 45.5. Thrash is minus 120 to score a touchdown in this game. I think that this line is definitely going to move up. And if you look up and down these games, right, even last game, 120 yards, 75 against Notre Dame, which is obviously a better defense here. Missed it 2 times so far this year, but he has huge upside. 30-yard catch in every single game, but except for 2. That is nuts, right? Just having those explosive plays really makes these numbers really easy to get to. The only game he hasn't had a 20-yard catch was against Notre Dame, and like I said, Notre Dame's defense is significantly better. So really like this spot. I really like Thrash. I just love the target share that he's getting. 8 catches and 9 catches over his last 2 games. So he's really starting to get involved, 17 catches over his last 2. And in this game, I think they're going to need it here. You look at the line, Louisville's a 6-point favorite at home. Sign me up here. I really like this spot for Jamari Thrash, and hopefully he will get there for us and cash us another ticket. So thank you guys. Rolling with Jamari Thrash of Louisville and Devin Neal over 70.5 rushing yards. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your night, and good luck on this college football day.